here's how we're going to play it right now. And it's just going to start with a little ball screen right now. So you could reverse it right here. Okay, cut away, Danny.
I think most of us, it's why we get into coaching. You know, most of us are former athletes, and we appreciate the discipline and the demands were placed on us in the sport we were a part of, and we appreciated the camaraderie and the team approach that you learn, the ability to work in a collaborative way with others to achieve a certain goal. So I think you appreciate all those things as a player, and then as a coach, you know, I think most of us get into it because we feel like, hey, those lessons that we learned, hopefully we can share with the younger generation, and it can be a part of how we coach. And most of the guys that I know, you know, one of the main reasons they got into it is because of the life lessons they learned.
This is fun now, but the biggest reward is going to come 30, 40 years down the line when they're done. When they're done playing, when they're with their families, and they're going to come back and get together at one of those captain's dinner, and they're going to be talking about the fun they have during this year. And that's what makes me smile as a coach.
Bend it a little bit this way, okay, spread. What he loves to do is hit and get off, and they throw it right to the rim right now.
I don't know that the specific stuff that I learned in college regarding psychology, I don't know that I've ever looked back and said, okay, I'm going to remember that theory and how that applies. But I do think that there is certainly an emotional intelligence component to successful coaches. And I think in some ways psychology is a part of that. How do we think? How do we respond? What is our environment like? How does that shape us as players, as people? And then I think a head coach would be smart to understand that and utilize that.
Here we go. Dribble handoff. Call off Flair. Go, get back over, Dre. Zone up.
Don't forget it's a grind. Enjoy the process. Embrace it. But it's a grind. It is a grind. Don't forget about all the work you put in, because if you want to taste it, returners, if you want to taste that again, put that work back in. And to the guys that's going out into the real world, you still have that same grind. It's just different. It's just different. You want to be successful, it's going to be a grind. It's going to be a grind.
Best teams I've been a part of, guys have understood that they're students first, and that that they've got business that they've got to take care of, and you know, they have an interest in that part of their life, and they understand that at some point the basketball career is going to end beyond their professional playing days. But you know, we really try to emphasize the importance of being a student, taking care of your business, and being responsible in that area. And usually those guys that are most responsible, that translates into being responsible and conscientious on the floor.